Hell 480.
I I want to hear you. You talked about this guy from an outsider's perspective. You said this thing going on. I'll tell you what actually happened. Go on.
Yeah, so so Hell 480 in our imagination is not an easy race. One, by the distance. Two, planning and logistics. Three, altitude and stuff like that, right? And terrain challenges. All of those are massive challenges. And traffic is another one. So we've only seen it from outside. I've been on the verge of signing up for the 5 marathons in 5 days. What was that called? High five.
Yeah.
3 times.
But bhai, Bindu will be listening to this now.
Who would be?
Vishwas.
So 3 times I've been on the verge of signing up for it.
Oh, put it on record now.
And just
you
never.
You have shot yourself in the foot.
and just somehow never happened. So anyway, I still feel time will come. But the barb of all those categories is the Hell 480, the big one. And only the Firang friend of ours had done it, Frankie. He was the only finisher, right? Before that?
Correct.
Nobody else.
No.
Till then. So in 2019 edition, you and Pulkit were 2 finishers.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. And what was it like? Because from here we were seeing video updates of you two caught in a snowstorm, and you two are like within a stone's throw away distance, and like, was it you leading and looking behind that he's coming, and then you pacing up? It was almost like a test match getting a final over finish. It was like that from outside. It was
marketing.
thrilling.
Yeah. It's pretty much.
It was thrilling.
You hit the nail on the head. Yeah, I would say. Okay, let me go by. Let's take a little flashback.
For the audience who don't know what Hell 480 is, Google it. We're not telling you.
Yeah. It's all there on the. अरे कोई नहीं है, बच्चों का खेल है, कर लो.
कर लो, कोई भी कर लेगा.
Sure. Anyway, this was, like you said, only one guy has finished it. That French guy is trying from 3 years. He's not crossed Jispa. कुछ तो है रेस में. So a couple of probably 1 year. Yeah, the year before.
had also tried it twice.
He's tried it again 2-3 times. He's never gotten it. I met Shwas Bhai the year prior to that.
You want to talk about Solang first?
No, Solang happened later.
Okay.
Solang happened later.
Okay.
I'm telling you when I met him first. And then I said, Bhai, this thing is going by. I was in Manali. No, he was there. And I said, I would like to volunteer. And dekhte hain kya hai? What is this so much hyped about? So he said, ठीक है, आ जाओ. And I volunteered for Frankie.
Okay. You crewed him?
Sort of. I was in his crew vehicle the entire way. And I mean, that guy's he's a grandfather, man. He's good. Yeah.
What, some 100 Ironmans? 100 plus Ironmans?
A Deca Ironman. You know an Ironman. Everyone knows an Ironman. So he's a Deca Ironman finishers wherein you do 10 Ironmans back to back.
So he's done that, and I think the total number of Ironmans he's done in his life is something like 129 or something. It's some ridiculous number. I was into triathlons at the time, and I noticed it.
If you see him up close, he will not really seem like an athlete. He's got pot belly and is an old chap. But uska yaar bada aadmi hai Greece mein, he's with the politicians and all that. Anyway, I was crewing him the previous year, and I got a sneak peek into what exactly he's up to. And the kind of meticulous planning which he did, he was in Nepal earlier, and then he got ready for the race. Anyway, coming back to this, so I kind of had a clue of, chalo, it is possible. He's not like running, he's not sprinting. His average pace is like 15 minutes a mile or something like that, like 4 miles an hour. We do it in case, I don't know. But what I liked about him was his attention to detail, where to eat, where to do this. He had planned everything out, and that was so much of learning for me. I absorbed everything like a sponge, the entire experience. And I said, hey, challenge ho to aisa na, do something which no Indian has done. Put my head into it, and come 2019, that year it had snowed a lot, so the passes were all closed up to April, I believe. Yeah, but I the roads were closed. I picked up the cycle, threw it on the bus, and then I took off to Rotang. No, and the other side of Rotang, that was where the buses went up to Tandipul. So I went up there, and that's it. From there, everything is white. I have my cycle, I have my backpack, and I'm here to do a recce of the course.
Yeah.
What to do? Come July, it's gonna be there is this pass called the Baralacha Pass, which is a freaking killer, man. Yeah, I think I nearly lost my life there. I passed out there in a blizzard. This is what I recollect. Prayed to this.
क्या हुआ था?
God of
मतलब like
mine.
describe the
I'm
moment.
hauling my bike, and then there is no way I can go further. So I leave my bike there. I have my backpack and go. And there was a snow storm, like a total whiteout blizzard, wherein you don't know which way you have to go. Which way is down. You have to reach Bharatpur down there. That's not visible. So you really don't know where you're going. I'm stuck in waist deep snow. Try to wade my way through step by step by step. We don't give up so easily. And it was just when I was about to give up, black out, couldn't do anything. I don't know. I spotted this tiny little dot in the distance, which is the JCB, the earth mover there. It's like some hope, something is there in this desperate situation. And I don't know how I made it, but then that's history. Went past that, people couldn't believe it. Nobody till that date in that year had passed the Baralacha Pass. Not even the BRO who cleared this. So on the other side, on Sarchu, the people are like, "How did you get here? Like, that's not possible. This is close." And so I came on foot. Now get me out of here. And then I did my recce to the other side of the highway. And this is when you learn so many things. When you're on your own, race is just a 1% of the time. The training is 99%. Remember this. I keep telling everyone. What I learned there was real learning. The race was just an execution. Coming to the race itself, July, just did everything I could. I would need. I used to sleep outside in a sleeping bag to get used to sub-zero temperatures. Okay. Yeah, just eat the dal chawal everywhere. And come race day, it was just another. Still young back then. This young rookie, charging off. We crossed Rotang Pass by about before sunrise, and as we go down, now things have really improved. Back then, it was just there was no road at all there. There was just slush and just some broken. It's not even I couldn't call broken road. It's just you just follow the river in most places. And I was pretty trashed by the time I reached the base, to Sisu and further on. I mean, not again talk about all what the fuck ups happened, but it was so beautiful. To watch the sunrise over those mountain passes, and it was majestic, man. I mean, and the sunset. I can tell you every place. I mean, the highway is now my home. I've done it 50 times maybe. Where I took a shit, where I had food. It was so memorable, man. When you actually see that landscape on foot, we all go by cars, motorcycles. You just going there, but on foot, you're like the entire panorama is there. And,
you experience a whole new world when you explore places on foot.
Thinking back to the days. Yeah, by the time I reached Kilong and Darcha was like about 24-hour, not Darcha, a little before Jispa. Jispa has Padma Lodge, and then by then I know something funny was happening in my tibia, my forefoot, it's just hurting like shit. Oh well, like I said, you're here for a reason, and I can't dwell too much upon this. I just bandaged it and went ahead. Another rookie mistake, doing so much in the first day is not advisable, because afterwards it will bite you in the ass. I did that, and then was I racing that day? No, I was leading the race. I was leading the race from the start to almost up to Gata Loops. I don't know. And I thought, what was day 3 perhaps? little sleep deprivation. I took a break. Then this chap trots along, Pulkit, who you're talking about. Yeah, he also he trained prior to this. In Ladakh, he was there for months, and then he had trained. He's no
same track, like same route.
Yeah, all you need is acclimatization, and I'm telling you, anyone can do it if you're acclimatized to that altitude and the windy conditions, the dust, the blah blah blah. That's all it is, right? You're just doing that. 99% is training. This is just 1% what you're doing. This chap up and we kind of had a little bonding there, and we did a few miles together. And again, I took the lead. But about day 3 was what I was really looking forward to. The More Plains, what they say, no? Those who don't know, it's this huge desert field in the middle of nowhere. I mean, mountains are like far off in the horizon, and then
on both the sides.
Yeah, on both sides, and it was dark by then, sadly, and I hadn't slept a wink by then. That's when your so-called hallucinations crept in. I'm like swaying here and there. But then some crew fuck up had happened. The vehicle is gone. Not that he was really following you. You need a good crew for such races. Those who want to attempt it. A good driver. Yeah, someone who support you. And not your loved ones as a crew. Someone. Yeah.
They will want you to go home at the first instance.
That's a topic for another day. Never have your loved ones crew for you. So, okay, I kind of meander here and there, and then I collapse. There is a little like for the water goes underneath the road, like a thing, and then I just collapse somewhere. I have vague memories of that. And the night passes and I'm out.
What?
It's like, just like I'm out. And this chap, Pulkit, then takes the lead. And we cross next day morning, knock some sense into my head, knock some food into my body, and carry on. Took the lead again to Tanglangla. So I that's when it started hitting me. I have some competition here, and I will not back down. Of course, he won't back down too. Like, no fucking way I'm gonna get this guy get away with this. And mind, I've broken my leg, and I had my hiking pole. Using that, I crossed. And thank you. Tanglangla, the highest pass amongst the 5 passes, 5,300 meters. Yeah. Where there was like, I think that's what you're referring to, the snowstorm and you know what was captured. And Shashwat said, "See you at the stupa finish line." He told me right then, "No, bhai, commitment de diya." Nah, just kidding. I was domination comes from within. Whatever anyone says and all that, that is just emotions mein beh jata hai. It doesn't happen. Then oh yeah, then I slept again. I collapsed again. I slept in some abandoned, broken vehicle was there by the road. I just crashed inside that the 4th night. 50K to go. Okay. Morning. Upshi. Reach Upshi. Yeah. This guy, I don't know why he looks fresh and he looks okay. He's ready to go. He's had a shower maybe. I don't know. And that was when it really started, the race, as you would call it. It was not along the same road. We have to go up to where is that, Hemis Monastery or somewhere. We have to go here and there along the little narrow roads. It was, I don't think it was the same route as previous as always. It was a bit here and there. You got lost. But yeah, it was cat and mouse, like you said. A lot of back and forth, and something in me said, "No, man, I can't let this guy go. I can't let this guy go away." I had some people running along me. Please, something, you know. I wouldn't say it's crowing or it's what do you call it, pacing or anything, but they were there, and we reached the base. We reached Leh Airport. You know that area? You've seen? Helipad, yeah. Yeah, the Leh Airport, actually, we come from behind. Okay. And then we climb Leh Airport. There is a huge India flag there. Okay. And you crane your neck, you can probably see the Stanchi Stupa, the finish line there. It's like that was when the real racing instinct took over, you know. It's like, dude, I'm not here to make friends, okay? It's you versus me. Look into his eyes, yeah? And it was a real man-to-man shit. And and you know, he said, you want a race? The race starts now. This is privy, nobody knows about this. Pulkit, I don't think he will. Yeah, he's a nice guy, sweet chap, humble chap. He said, you know what? Go on. He said he couldn't handle that pace, you know, which I had kept for the end. He said he's like he was just shaking his head and yes sir, a salute to him, to the India flag, and then that was quite memorable, and all the emotions come gushing in, and to be the first Indian to do something, and it was made a big deal back then. Yeah, now our great kudos to Ramjat, another guy in our fraternity, has done it. Fabulous feeling.
Fabulous race.
Fabulous race. I broke my leg next day. The first time in my life I sat in a wheelchair. Yeah, I went to Leh hospital. They said, hey, tu kaise aaya yahan? I was like, ऐसे आए लंगड़ाते हुए. And they took an x-ray and said, your tibia is broken. Not going anywhere. Put me in a cast and...
Oh, right after the race you were put in a cast.
Yeah. Everyone left. Everyone left. I hitchhiked my way back in a truck. 3 days. No, 5. It took 5 days actually. They were stuck in. I'll tell you the positive stuff. I had the best time of my life in a truck. We cooked food together. I had a jolly time. 5 days back to Manali in a truck.
If you enjoyed watching this little clip, you will love the full video. Click here now to watch it.